Lord of the Rings of Power Season 2 is off and running. Downhill fast. There's no sugarcoating the viewing figures here. It's pretty bad. This article is from Deadline. Lord of the Rings of Power saw steep audience decline for Season 2 premiere. Samba TV says, Lord of the Rings of Power Season 2 doesn't appear to be off to the best start. According to data from Samba TV, 902,000 US households tuned in for the premiere episode within 4 days of its debut, which is down quite significantly from the first season. In fact, it's half the audience that the first episode of Season 1 drew in less time. Samba TV says that within 3 days of viewing, 1.8 million US households had watched the first episode. That is worse than I would have expected. As I've already covered in a previous video, even several mainstream media outlets haven't exactly given the second season glowing reviews. Most of the harshest criticism that I've seen online has been that the season so far is sort of lacking compelling character story arcs. It's all a little bit bland and lifeless. Personally, I've recently gone back to rewatching the Peter Jackson original trilogy. I started watching the first hour of Fellowship of the Ring last night. I'll finish it tonight. And I think that's what's great about Rings of Power. Because it's so bad, it motivates you to go and watch something that's actually good. Cosmic Book News had this article reporting on the same story. Rings of Power Season 2 ratings. Premiere bombs 50% drop in viewership. As expected, Amazon Prime Video's massively expensive Rings of Power series continues to lose power. Season 2 premiered with its first 3 episodes last week, showing a 50% drop in viewership compared to the Season 1 premiere. Samba TV released the numbers for the Season 2 premiere, revealing that only 902,000 households tuned in. This figure is half the 1.8 million households that watched the Season 1 premiere in 2022. It's also worth noting that the viewership for Season 2 is even lower, as Samba TV measured an additional day compared to the first season's premiere. Whoa. Oof. That is pretty bad. When you think about it in that respect, it's even worse. But none of this is surprising, of course. It is hard to believe that Amazon would spend all that money on Season 1 and then watch it get panned by most audiences, and then they went ahead and continued to drop another truckload of money on a second season. Now, that's fine to do that if you're going to completely change the entire creative team behind the show, because in my opinion, that's what the show really needed. But how would you expect Season 2 to be any better if you're just basically going to do much the same thing again? The most expensive television series ever made. But it appears that all the money seems to have been spent on everything except hiring quality writing talent, which was really what was needed the most in order to make a significant and meaningful difference between Season 1 and 2. Lots to think about there. Thanks very much for watching this video. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.